I'm just being a jerk. I'm sitting here sharing my brother-in-law's picture for a little bit. I wasn't prepared to start till 4, but I guess we could start now. Hey, Bob, you want that link? Since you don't care about that little girl because you didn't know her and you're such a jerk and your hooker is MIA, where's she at? Who's we you went to Vegas with on Facebook? Where you at, bud? Look at him, all his glory, his ugly Christmas sweater. He got real mad because I shared his picture, so we're just going to sit here and stare at it for a little bit. What do you think? Get 5 minutes out of it? I'm petty like that. Y'all reading the comments? Let's go read my comments. What do you think? This is my brother-in-law. He's such a jerk. Let's start with the one. Every day he gets on and he sends me something. He always got some shit to say. He's a fan. You a fan? You a fan? What's that Kendrick Lamar song? Okay. Because people hate me, they will give this man a ton of likes in my comment section. You guys really here for this baby, ain't ya? Be proud. Here's what he wrote me. Maybe I do have military secrets. That's because he bragged about it in my comment section not too long ago. But you will never find them out, hence the term secret. Ooh, no shit, Bob. You work for the military, I don't. It's kind of like rule of thumb. Y'all follow that guy? I seen a documentary not too long ago where this guy was like a janitor and he worked in a military base and he was stealing all the secrets and taking pictures and putting them out. And I'll say it again since you obviously have trouble understanding this. I don't give a fuck about a child I don't know from a place I've never been. You never been to Tennessee, Bob? I'm curious. Have you? Like, then why are you here? You and your buddies came here to stalk me, harass me because y'all were mad because I posted some shit on Facebook that your little hooker didn't like. But why are you following me on YouTube and stalking my comment section? This is the granddaughter of the picture of the girl. Oh, I wasn't even fucking sharing. Hold on. Am I? No, hold on. I didn't know if you added a picture, you had to remove it. There we go. We'll go back up to that comment. Does he have Rudolph's nose? Okay, this is Roxanne DeFelice. She from Glassport. She's involved in some shit with the We Can Bring You Hope people since it's her grandmother's picture, who's on the board of directors for this 501c3 where I grew up. Mm-hmm. However, she a little snap. And she thinks she's hard. What she doesn't realize is that I know her whole family. She don't know me because I've been out of Glassport for 30 years. Pretty much. But her older family, her relatives, they know me. Very well, actually. I used to babysit your nephew, Roxanne, Tracy's son, Eric. Mm-hmm. I don't know what fuck shit games your family's playing with We Can Bring You Hope. And the reason I add Tragedy Pimps Exposed to this is because the people that this girl knows, like my brother-in-law, Rudolph the blow-nose reindeer. Yeah. She connects to them and his hooker. Like for real life hooker. Not a joke. Weekend girlfriend. She goes to Vegas on the weekends and stays married to her husband during the week. But this is how I connect my family. Yeah. She came to YouTube too and threatened me. Where you at, Rox? Won't you bring Rachel with you? Leave her, right? Tell Tony I said hi. The dude, not Leshnock. I'll dox a motherfucker. One of y'all come sue me. Because what's going to happen is you're going to have to go to court and show text messages and all the other shit. Ask Linda. Ask Chicken on a Stick. Bob, you said I have nothing to show. I'm pretty sure I do. I was looking for a text message from the attorney. Somehow I deleted them, but I have them saved on my wall. If you scroll down about a year, I don't have the time to do that. You can read them where this attorney says I have a tower and power. I want to know what that tower and power is. I know what I'm connected to. I know what you people are connected to. I ain't scared of one of y'all. You should ask your mammies. All right. This is my, oh yeah, while we're here. Hold on. Let me go back before I get started here. This is from JLR's video. This is my father's borderland. As you can see, it's wide open. Regardless if this connects to Summer or not, I believe it connects to my friend Lisa. I don't cover just Summer. I cover other things. But I do know that that woman that I just showed you, her grandmother's picture and name, is involved with the We Can Bring You Hope online somewhere. I can't find it again. I deleted my Dropbox. However, you guys can go do the math, the research, and go find it for yourself. You don't see them coming back out here. Is that because there's been arrests being made over there, Bob? I don't think you know I ain't fucking with you, eggplant penis head. All right. So the other day we were talking Chase. We were talking Rachel King, who is Chase's ex, who abused Chase's son. I showed that to you. Today I want to go over the interview with Rachel. And Tiffany, thank you for telling me how to get, I can use my StreamYard today. All right.
Hey, everybody. Sorry, I'm super late. I know Marissa went live, so I was kind of just like waiting for her to do her thing. And I don't know if she'll stay alive, but let me just say hi to everybody. So I am live. D's Vegas. Everyone's leaving. It's okay. Whatever. It doesn't really matter. I gotta say what I've gotta say. So people catch the replay. Hey, Emergency Me, Cheesecake Mafia, Maido, Skyzy, Chasing Justice. I'm sorry I kept you guys waiting so long. You came from MGL's? Okay, I hope she's okay. I don't know what's going on. I didn't look, so I'll have to catch it a little bit, I guess, later. I'll watch the replay. Oh, thank you. You're so pretty. Thanks for what you're doing for Summer. Hi, TLB. Indy. She's pissed. Bays Mountain Park to 110 Ben Hill Road, and watch just how close and what a straight shot it is. It's literally a straight. They do try.
There's been a lot of flack, a lot of talk going about Brad Allen, 14 Chase, who I just adore. I think he's a big man, and I think what he's doing is great.
Lamar, and at their suggestion.
I did not know Christy Vincent was in this. That's not what I'm here for today. I'm going to skip over that, and we're going to go straight to Rachel. I may stay after him. We may go back and see what this is about, because Christy Vincent's receipts add up. They really do. But in my eyes, that doesn't make Christy Vincent innocent of anything. She is a doctor's wife, number one. Number two, she has ties to there. Number three, I still find the skeletons connected to her family. Number four, one of those skeletons are connected to Andy Bernard, which in way they live across the street. And number 5, it's a whole lot. She is funding Ziggy in every way possible for a long time. I don't know if she is now, but she paid for Ziggy's Airbnb. She gave Ziggy an Airbnb. She met with Ziggy. She flew Ziggy in. I want to know where Ziggy suddenly had money to hurry up and run down to Rogersville with her to Bean Station without telling anybody and get married. She was making overnight plane trips to Tennessee from Indiana. Where do you get that money, Ziggy, if you can't pay your bills? We're going to skip this for now, though. We're just going to Rachel. I didn't realize this was on here. Hold on. She comes up right after this.
Really? But what are you going to do, right?
Hi, Chris. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
First of all, I want to thank you for reaching out to me. And it means a lot. And I'm glad that we were able to communicate through email. And now this.
Christie's with
There's been a
Doc.
lot of talk about Brad Allen for today, so I just adore. I think he's a great man. And I think what he's doing is great. I see you drove away.
Oh my God, we might have to watch this
but-
whole thing.
Hold on a second. I got I'm gonna add someone to the stream really quick.
Rachel.
Hello?
Hello.
Yes?
Hey, Tiffany.
Hi. Rachel?
Yes,
Hi there. How are you?
I am good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
I don't know how I got into this live, but I am so glad that Brad has been found out for what he is. I told you in an email that I really did not want to get involved in all this, but I have a friend that keeps up with this on YouTube, and she has kept me kind of in the loop as to what's going on. And he has got such a history of lies and deceit. And we were married for seven years, I believe. And he just makes me sick every time I see something about him on YouTube, about him having cancer and collecting money. And he is such a crook and a con artist that it amazes me at how people don't research people they give money to.
Right. Mm-hmm. I agree.
He has, I could write a book. He's probably lied about leukemia. I don't know because I haven't seen him in a long time. But during the course of our marriage, I mean, he lied to everybody. He even lied about his own son having cancer to run from bill collectors. And he's killed his dad off 3 times. He lives with his dad right now in a home that's so hoarded up with junk that you can't even go through the house. He's such a con man, and you can't believe anything that he says, anything.
Rachel, I appreciate you coming up here and speaking. I didn't think that we were going to talk. I didn't think that, we were going to have any kind of communication after, because I didn't want to bother you or anything like that. When we had spoken early on, Rachel had reached out to me, and she had said that, she has some information, and that, this is a way of life for Ace. And that this is what, how he gets by, basically. Like, this is not a new thing. This is something you would probably expect from him. Is that correct?
Yeah. I mean, I don't think the man has a conscience. And he had just come off with, it just amazes me at how someone can just continually lie the way that he does. I mean, he stole money from Steve Grindstaff when he worked at Grindstaff. And I don't even know. No, he didn't steal money. He stole, I think it was stereos. He was a sales manager there for a while. And his mom and dad paid that off to keep him from getting in trouble. I told him I didn't want to know anything about it. But wow. if you want to research him, you can talk to Mike Collins. He used to be a sales manager at Chaparral. You can talk to Steve Grindstaff. I'm sure it's not undisclosed information. The list just goes on and on and on and on. He was in bankruptcy court. He's been in bankruptcy twice that I know of. He still owes me.
He's threatening to sue me. He's threatening to sue me for
what's he going to sue you with? He has no money. He lives in his mommy's den. He doesn't even have a business. He's such a liar and a con artist. Let him sue me. Let him come after me. I wish he would. He still owes me money that I just let go. He racked up my credit cards before we got divorced. He cost me about $15,000 to $20,000.
Yeah, this sounds probably normal for someone like him. He actually, have you been following the Billboard stuff?
I try. No, I have not. I am a full-time hairdresser. I do not have time to devote to watching all of that, but I do have a friend that keeps up with it. I know that he has scammed a lot of people.
I want to know who her friend is, number one. Number two, she's really in tune with the summer stuff, but all of a sudden she knows nothing about the billboards and nothing about the money. That's odd to me. We watched part of this the other day. Today we're watching the whole thing. Tiffany unprivated it for me.
Does she know anything about the upcoming case? She's like, how long have you been divorced from him? A long time?
Yeah, we've been divorced since 2007, but he married
wow.
another girl after me. And when this first came, when I reached out to you, I reached out to her and I told her, I said, we've got to do something. You know, we've got to bring a lot of this to the light. And
I remember when you emailed me. Yeah.
Yeah, because it just made me sick to my stomach. I talked to his son and asked him, you know, if he knew anything going on. And because, you know, I was afraid he'd drag him into it. And he said no, that Brad had asked him to use his PayPal account to intercept some money, but he doesn't have much to do with Brad because they all know.
You know,
who
it's
he is.
interesting. He accused me of, what did he say? I sent someone to his son's house. He had this crazy story about that I was harassing his son. I mean, the lies that have come out of Chase and anybody involved with him, I've had enough. You know, I've really had enough at this point.
I can vouch for that. I spoke with Chase's son way after this, at least a year or two, maybe. And he asked me, are you the one that spoke with Rachel? And I said, no, he didn't say Tiffany was harassing him. Nobody harassed his son. He actually didn't say nothing bad about Tiffany at all.
We're going on now months. This guy told me Summer was alive in Indiana, that she was safe, that law enforcement had eyes on her, all of these crazy stories that he's told.
But if that were the truth, though, Tiffany, if it were true, why would he need to put these billboards up? I mean, if you just think
exactly, that's my.
I'm gonna go real quick since we're listening to this and they're mentioning it. Let's go to Canva real quick. I hate when I like to react to stuff with you guys and I don't listen to it prior. So as I'm listening, I find things I want you to see while we listen. So hold on. Oh, videos. I'm looking for the phone call. Here it is. Let's give this a listen. We're going to be here a while today.
She can't do shit. Okay? Now, Don has his foot so far on Candace's neck, she can't do shit. Okay? Now, come back to this. Okay?
Wait a minute. So Don, Candy Cane knew that Don was taking showers with Summer and molesting her, and there was a man at the bottom of the hill and a woman.
There's another man and a woman involved in this. The man is the getaway driver, okay? The man is the one that was driving the truck sitting at the bottom of the hill. There was a woman came up that hill on the back side and lured Summer out of there. Went in the house. Grandma distracted Candace long enough for this to happen. If you don't believe me, you wait another 2-3 weeks. Wait another 2-3 weeks. Tell me if what I'm telling you ain't true. But you cannot. All this bullshit about drugs this, drugs that, sold her for this, sold her for that, was renting her out in the shed. That's bullshit. All that's just a bunch of bullshit. What happened is Grandma saved that little girl's life.
Where is she?
I don't know, but there are people that do know.
Like
She's
law
okay.
enforcement?
Private investigators know, and the FBI knows.
Then
But
why?
there's one missing piece, and that's the girl that lured her at the woman that lured her away, and that's what they're waiting on.
How do they know that Summer's safe?
They got eyes all over her, honey.
Jesus.
But they cannot finish what they started until they find out exactly who Grandma had to lure her away. Because Grandma's not talking. She's Grandma ain't been out here on a friggin' joyride vacation. Grandma's been in the box.
Is she back in Tennessee?
Yeah, she's back. She came back for about 3 days and gone again. Because she's going back to make sure Summer's okay and taken care of. Grandma's gonna be a hero. But now, see, here's the thing, Tiffany, we need people to stop showing Candace hate. We need people to say, you know, Candace, we know Don's got his foot on your throat. Just talk. Just talk. Get away from him. Leave his ass. Talk. Candace ain't the bad person here. Now look, I know she may have whatever drug problem in the world she has, but you cannot tell me that this woman didn't love her kids in some way, shape, form, or fashion. She had those kids somewhere doing something with them every day. Go look at it unbiased. Look at all the pictures she posted of her kids. I'll be willing to bet, Tiffany, that she's got more pictures of those kids posted than you have of your kids.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Well, but now think about it. She has more posted than most people. Am I right, honey?
Yeah,
Am I right?
I've never denied that about Candace
Okay.
always being. Oh my God, no! I've got 40,000 photos in my phone of my son playing football
Well-
and all of his stuff. Jeez, I've been a.
Maybe I picked the wrong one to say that about.
Yeah, I
You know,
might be the wrong
I mean,
one.
you think about it. Think about it. I'm serious, sweetheart. Think about it. How many women out here have that many pictures of their kids posted?
You know,
None
I
of them. She has those kids gone and doing something with them every day. Nobody can make me believe that woman didn't love her kids. I don't care if she's a fucking heroin addict or not. The woman loved her kids. But Grandma saved Summer. She's going to take heat for a while.
Okay, but when is Summer going to be put in the hands of law enforcement? Like, when is she going to be turned over?
Let Grandma get back to where she's going. It ain't going to be long, honey. It won't be much longer. Just... And don't believe me. Think I'm a... I mean, that's fine.
No, I don't think that about you, Chase. I wouldn't even talk to you if I thought that.
Okay.
That's fact.
Just...
Okay, so, where did fucking Candace take off to now? Candy, Harrer, back to fucking Wisconsin?
She's going... No. Indiana.
Indiana.
Yeah.
The hell? Indiana.
Yeah.
Who lives in Indiana?
People's family, people's this, people's that. But that's where she wasn't in Wisconsin long.
Okay. So she went back to the house and then she left after 3 days?
Yeah, she's done gone. I mean, she's done gone. She's done gone again. She came home, she's gone again.
What did she go home for?
Who knows? I don't know. Maybe she came home to give people information that she needed to give. Grandma's gonna be made out to be the hero.
I'll make her the fucking hero if Summer's alive.
She's alive, Tiffany.
Okay. Well, they better get on top of it before Don does something crazy, Chase.
He has no clue. Don has no clue. That's the stupidest motherfucker I believe I've ever met in my life.
So he wasn't
And
there that day.
Huh?
He wasn't there that day?
He was not. He was not. He was not there when Summer went missing. He was not at that house. He went to lunch from 3 to 3:30. I mean, the sumbitch wasn't like, he didn't go meet Candace and Grandma. He didn't go meet this. Grandma pulled this off because she knew Summer was getting molested, okay? The boys wasn't getting molested, all right? But the fact is, if a girl's getting molested, they're gone. The family will never see them again, right? So Grandma got her gone. She got her out of there, but they knew the CPS was coming that next day. She finally told Candace what happened, and then she got the hell out of Dodge. When Candace had her interview with Chris M., if you will look, when she talks about Summer, she doesn't cry very much because she knows she'll see Summer again. But when it's about them boys, she starts showing a hell of a lot of emotion.
I know she had no emotion when it came to Summer.
But she did with the boys because she don't know if she'll get to see them again. Here's the sick part of it. When I do that video of that billboard, they're gonna cut that sumbitch on at 12 midnight tonight.
What are they doing?
They're cutting Summer's billboard on at 12 midnight tonight, but I can't be there till 2 in the morning.
Okay.
I'm gonna stream it. I'm gonna live it, okay? And I gotta tell everybody. I gotta change the time on it. But the hell of it is, fucking Don and Candace is gonna be there.
Oh,
hope
their daughter. Of course they're gonna.
Dawn
I would hope
Candace.
they would be there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Tiffany. If you streaming or whatever, don't let people beat me up, okay?
Jason, I'm not
Don't
gonna let anybody beat you up.
Okay. Well, I mean, I don't want them sitting there saying in the chat, "What are they doing there with Chase? What's this? What that?" It ain't my fucking.
It's not your fault. You can't tell them that they can't show up for their daughter's billboard to go up.
Thank you. But I've been beat up enough the last 3 days. I'm tired of it.
Yeah, I'm
okay,
sure.
Everybody tell me, you're wrong about Jody Sue. You motherfucker, you're stealing this, you're stealing that. Fuck you. You know? Come down here and see how much I've spent out of my fucking pockets. Pieces of shit. I swear, man, I ain't never seen such a hateful place in my life. These motherfuckers will be your best friend 1 minute and fucking cut your throat the next second.
You don't need to tell me that.
That's why I put all that shit out on Jody Sue so everybody'd say, well, goddamn, there it is in black and white. Yeah, he's right. I don't do shit halfway. And her talking about me taking shit out of that post office box, that shit goes through 4 hands before it ever gets to me, and it's every bit documented and signed.
Jace, who else knows this about Summer?
Nobody. Me, and, well, me, private investigators, some either FBI or TBI, but that's what I'm saying. If you say anything, honey, it fucks the whole thing up.
I'm not gonna say shit. Does Cam and Allie know?
No, hell no. Fuck no. No, they don't know. There's some shit people don't. People don't know everything about me, but it ain't none of their damn business. Just know that the private investigators, they use my resources and I use theirs, and we all get along very happy. Because they know I don't run my mouth, and they know I don't put shit all over this YouTube.
Sorry. I don't even have no words for that. The private investigators use my resources. I use theirs as if they're buddy, knuckle together. Remember when Kraken cases came out? It was the sort of same with them. They were down in the middle of the road. We do this with the private investigators. We do that with the private investigators. Chase, Kraken cases, Jamie Wilson, and TT. The vigil, the campsite. The QAnoners, in my opinion, type. Ernie, I'm trying to stay in chat and not talk, but some things you just got to respond to. This would be one of them. Throw Squalliner, who's doing three-way calls. Yeah, little dove. Let's go back just a few moments there. I want you to listen to that. We'll go to 10 minutes.
Where it ever gets to me, and it's every bit documented and signed.
Jace, who else knows this about Summer?
Perfect.
Nobody. Me, and well, me, private investigators, some either FBI or TBI. But that's what I'm saying. If you say anything, honey, it fucks the whole thing up.
I'm not gonna say shit. Does Cam and Allie know?
No, hell no. Fuck no. No, they don't know. There's some shit people don't. People don't know everything about me, but it ain't none of their damn business. Just know that the private investigators, they use my resources and I use theirs, and we all get along very happy. Because they know I don't run my mouth, and they know I don't put shit all over this YouTube.
That is not being a very good private investigator. Not when he's using your resources. In my opinion, Kristen Trudy, you need fired. I don't know what the fuck shit sticking games you got up going on, the phone, the cameras, the confusion. But yet y'all don't come out here. I think you're not so private anymore, and you ought to just come out and start speaking. A private investigator is exactly that, private. Nobody ever knows about you. You don't go on the news and fly drones. Something's fucking wrong with this picture here.
Unless it's done. See, anything that breaks, Tiffany, like that shit with Jody Sue, I don't go to my channel and let it out. You know, I could, and I'd have got all them views or whatever, but I go to you and Penny. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I go to you all. But, hell, I don't know about Penny anymore.
Well, listen. Penny's gonna learn the hard way.
Scott threw her out last night.
She already is learning, and it's gonna be hard.
We didn't get to that part with Benny yet. I got to come back and finish that. Benny, there was a problem with Penny and the PIs. Penny was refusing to, or the PIs were refusing to speak to Penny at some point. It's in that call with Tim and Benny. I just haven't set up for that live yet. Maybe tonight.
But I told Penny, I reached out to her last night, and I told her if she needs me, I'm here. I did not turn on her. I said, I saw everything that happened. You need to keep your head up and trust people when they tell you who they are the first time.
Oh,
Yeah.
weird.
He made her look like a fucking fool last night. And it was everything I could do to hold back and keep from rotting in there. See, I've tried to stay out of everybody's chats because I don't want to bring no heat on nobody. So I've tried to stay out of
Keep
them.
doing what you're doing. Just focus on Summer.
That's all I'm doing.
Because
But why
everyone
don't
else is
nobody
fucking
else?
letting her down.
Well, that's all I'm doing, honey. But why can't these other people do that?
They're going to now. I think things got set pretty straight yesterday.
Okay. Well, it ain't over with because there's more shit coming out on Scott, and I'm gonna be the one to break that shit. You watch.
Well, make
Watch this
sure I have a front row seat, okay?
It's gonna happen on your channel, honey. Listen, I busted Jody Sue's ass on Penny's channel. Now I'm gonna bust Scott H on yours channel.
All right.
Okay. I love you, honey.
Hey, love you.
Odd to me. Scott and Chase really fucking hated each other. I would like to know the underground story to that. Because Scott also claims to have been very good friends with the PIs. We'll get there one day. I have emails to prove it. Where you been, Scott? All right, let's go back to Rachel now that we know why we're covering this.
Point, and that was our point back when this all came out. You know, that was the whole point of everything we were trying to say. If Summer is alive and safe and well in Indiana, then why would you need to put billboards up? That doesn't make any sense.
But yet he continues to weasel his way out of it. It's like people just ignore what comes out of his mouth. And that's like Cam and Allie. I have spoken with them on Facebook Messenger. And you know, if you're so investigative, why are you letting a con man con you?
Right.
And I don't know these people, and I'm not discrediting anything they say, but it's public record. Google him, and his record will come up. I ran
Oh
into
yeah,
a cousin
we've
up here.
seen the record. We've definitely seen the record. And do you know what the theft was from between $60,000 and $80,000? Do you know anything about that?
No.
There's a theft charge, and it says between 60. I think it said between 60 and 80,000.
Well, hearsay is I did run into his cousin the other day, and he said that Brad had went into someone's house and stolen a ring, and then turned around and tried to pawn it. It was like a
Oh my God.
$25,000 ring, and he went to jail, and his mom bailed him out. His mom and dad bailed him out of everything. I mean, they're pretty much broke over him.
Wow.
And yet he still continues to, he doesn't have a reputable business. You can drive by his house. It's 105 Kaiser Circle. You can look and see all the junked up cars in the yard. That's his supposed business. His business is conning people and making people feel sorry for him.
So this is a way of life for him.
Yes.
This is how he gets by.
Yes.
Ziggy wants to know, do you know if he has any substance abuse issues?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And that was one of the main reasons for our divorce. Number one,
Okay.
he couldn't keep a job. And number two, he had a drug problem.
Ziggy never followed the marathon. She wasn't even here then. This was when Ziggy first came. This is December 14th. Ziggy wasn't even here a month yet. That's odd.
Do you know what kind of drugs?
Yes. He was using Lortabs and benzos.
Okay. All right. You know, I'm just trying to understand what his malfunction is. You know?
Who the hell knows? The man doesn't have a conscience.
Well, clearly there's a problem here with him. He's now run from YouTube. He's behind the scenes. He's in, certain creators' ears and having people do whatever he needs, right? Because unless he needs something.
I didn't say that. Chase said it. Jeff, I was just corresponding to what Chase said. Chase said he uses their resources and the PIs use his. And I said, well, if that's the case, they're both crooked as fuck. And we've seen many instances with the PIs where I have to question a few things with them. Yeah, right. Lies.
He's got to have a purpose for you. So this guy has brought so many people into this. It's not even funny. The people that have been scammed is unbelievable. And a lot of these people, I believe, are extremely scared to even speak. Please don't ask Rachel where she's from or anything like that, guys. I don't want her information in my chat or for her to, please don't ask. Sorry.
Oh, I don't care. I didn't hide under any name when I came on.
Well, I know, but I just don't, I don't want you to protect your privacy as much as possible.
North Carolina. I won't protect her privacy. The same area as Nita, which connects to Twister, who connects to the PIs, who was searching in the woods with Chase. When Linda first came out, Linda was stating there was a group of 8 of them that would go search. Include Chase in it.
Possible. So what made you decide to come up here tonight? And thank you for coming and joining the panel. What have you been thinking as you've been watching this?
It literally makes me sick to my stomach. A friend of mine, like I said, has been keeping up with it. She lives in Bulls Gap, which is in the back door of, Summer Wells. And I'm not a news watcher. I literally work all the time. I don't have time to watch the news. It's just depressing. But I have heard about, what's going on with Summer Wells. I did watch the Dr. Phil show. I have a friend who worked at the salon where Candace got her hair done before the Dr. Phil show. I know a lot of back stuff about this. And she had sent me a message today and she was saying they have found out about Brad. And, and I said, well, good. I don't understand how people can just hand over so much money to someone that they don't know. When there's so many other avenues. But I had looked at a video of him and just his mannerisms and him like the cancer video about how, you're not alone. And I would like to have $1 for every time he says, and that right there should put up red flags. The fact that he repeats himself repetitively. If you repeat yourself 2 or 3 times, you're lying.
Oh my God, it must have been torture for you with the lies and the talking in circles. You must have wanted to bang your head against a wall. I would imagine.
Reach in and grab him and slap the total shit out of him. That's what I wanted to do. He won't mess with me. He knows better. He still owes me money. So, and he stole from my son, who was 16 at the time. It's just, it makes me sick to my stomach. I know his son. I know his family. Just the disgrace that he is to humanity at this point. How can you make money off the disappearance of a 5-year-old child and lay down and sleep at night? But he can, because he's a master at it.
Like he has no conscience, or maybe he's addicted to, scamming, walking through life, just scamming people. I don't know.
He has his CDLs unless he lost them. That was the job he took after we divorced. He drove a truck, and I'm sure that he got strung out on dope and ended up, losing that job. But the man can't keep a job. He literally has to go from job to job to job to job to job. And I'll give you just a for instance. He went and worked in Fort Payne, Alabama while we were married. And it was the last ditch effort on my part for our marriage. We were in debt. He would run to these quick cash places and he would take a loan from this one and a loan from that one. And he would have the address changed to his mom's address. So I would never see a bill.
Okay.
So he moved to Fort Payne, Alabama. He was a car salesman. And he's a great car salesman because he's a liar. So he had the guys down there believing that he was going to open his own car lot. He is such a pathological liar that these guys were willing to quit their job there and go to work for him at a place that didn't even exist because he talked himself up.
Listen, I'm apologize. So I do not, Rachel, just a second. I do not want the name.
Keep in mind that this lady was living with him at the time he was doing all of this. I've heard rumors of that objection. I have. I believe she was also with him when he scammed people for the cancer money for his son. His son states that, a used car salesman. And his son also states that this woman abused the fuck out of him, burning him with cigarettes and all. I find it funny she won't talk about the reward money, but she'll talk and down. I'm concerned.
Lizzie in my chat, and anybody who writes her full YouTube channel name, I'm going to just block you for the stream. So that's just a fair warning. My mods, if you see her name written in my chat, please block. Thank you. Okay. I'm not dealing with it. Okay. Nobody's going to threaten me to get off my live. I don't think so. Okay. I don't think so. That's not how this is going to work. That's not how this is going to go. This is my channel. This is my stream. I've been dealing with this for months. Okay. I'm over it. If this woman wants a link here, she can have one. I don't deny links to people. Do not write her name in my chat, please. These people are literally slugs.
Why would Lizzie have a problem with Chase's ex? There was a woman from California that moved in with Chase after all this bullshit. Benny states it was Lizzie. I wish she'd come confirm or deny. Why does she have a problem with Rachel? Lizzie, did you know Chase prior to Summer going missing?
Are they defending him?
Yes.
Are you kidding me?
He's latched on to several. It's bad. And it's gross.
So my friend had told me to reach out to you. She said, if you want someone to know, you need to get a hold of Tiffany. And that's one reason why I commented the very first time was, because I don't know much about YouTube. I'm not a big social media person at all, but I knew this was going on. And how I got on this live, I don't know. I was just I was watching AB, I think, whoever that is.
AB, I'm going to drop his link in my chat right now. If you're not subbed to AB, you guys, make sure you do. He's been covering Summer with me since the very beginning, like literally 18 hours. So I think it was probably like 18 hours in. So he's been a huge help for Summer. And not to mention only just that, he helped a great deal when all of this happened. And if it wasn't for AB, I don't really know how I would have dealt with this. So a lot of respect for AB and all that he did to help and alerting the community and letting people know what was going on. He really, he knew something was wrong. There's his link, sub up. he knew something was wrong, and he spoke on it. He was met with a lot of pushback, but it's worth it. It was necessary.
My phone's broke. My husband took his phone. I gotta go get it. But I want to let you guys know, all the people I'm doxing from my own hometown and community, they know I'm doxing them. I'm on Facebook letting people know I'm doxing them over here. I think people should know that. The no pushback for me, from my side, tells you something. The only person still here fighting with me is my ex-brother-in-law. I believe Trixie's from my area. Yes, Miss Bennett. That's what she was going by at first on Facebook. I'd like to know where she is and what name she's using to objection. Text me again from another 814 number. That was real fucking stupid.
People do deserve to know. And those, they're all of our subscribers, the community of subscribers. And it's really important that the public is alerted of these things when they happen. And, it's interesting, oddly enough, people knew that this was going on. They decided, instead of taking the information in, researching for themselves, trying to get to the bottom of it, they decided to attack those who were, talking about it, bringing it into the public eye so that others could protect themselves financially. And now all of a sudden, it's like none of that ever happened. And now people are starting to come to their senses. I find that to be extremely hilarious.
Well,
Because
I've
we
always
sat
said,
here for weeks drilling it in and nobody wanted to listen. But now all of a sudden, does he have cancer? I can't speak on that. I don't know. I do know all he told me was that he had leukemia in his past and that he was in remission. Rachel, do you
Yes.
know anything about that?
I do not. He has lied about having testicular cancer. He has lied about his son having cancer. When I had a hysterectomy back when I was 31, he lied to the guys that he worked with and told them that I had cancer. I got the prettiest 2 dozen roses from Steve Grindstaff. That's where he worked. I wouldn't have known anything about it other than the fact that my neighbor came over to my house to check on me while I was off work and wanted to know how I was doing. And I said, well, I'm doing good. I'm recovering. And he said, well, how are your treatments going? And I said, I've never had, I'm not being treated for anything. I had a hysterectomy. And he's like, oh, well, he got his car serviced up there at Grindstaff. And that's when Brad worked there. And he said, well, he's told everybody that you had cancer. So, I've been a victim of it. And, it's just been, it's been like that as long as I've known the man. You can talk to his old coworkers at Walmart where he worked. I couldn't believe anything that came out of his mouth.
Oh my God. I literally believed that he was in remission for leukemia. I didn't. And I've said this multiple times, that this goes with the grift. That all of a sudden having leukemia, his leukemia came back, he said. This was literally several weeks after he told me he didn't need to go back again. He didn't need to go back to the doctor. I think he said for like 2 years or something. And then all of a sudden, we call him out on a couple things and he's got leukemia and he's gone and whatever. And that's why I said, this is textbook scamming 101.
But here's the thing. People give him way too much credit. He doesn't know anything. He lives in Sulphur Springs. He's not even close to where Summer was at. How does he get involved? How is he the closest one? He's just trying to insert himself into this situation. So he is the topic of conversation. He feeds off of that.
I think maybe it's like, some people want attention. Does he
Yes.
does he need to be wanted or like praised? Is he that way?
I would think so. His parents know what he is. Everybody knows what he is. It's just not discussed in his family. They know he's a liar. They know that he's a con. They know it. It's just not discussed. It's kind of like the sweep under the rug and there you go. But the fact that people give him money, that's what I don't understand at all.
Do you know a woman by the name of Anita Baker? Is that the name?
Mhm.
Barker? And what's the name again? Downtown Julie Brown? Or I'm sorry, I think I got her name wrong. Downtown Julie Brown. Isn't that a song? Do you know someone by the name of Anita Baker or Barker? It was
Not off the top of my head.
Barker, Anita Barker. Okay, that name came up last night with the man from the Billboard Company. Also,
Tiffany, I gotta school you. Ain't you like my age? Hold on.
position. Huey Lewis in the news. I want a new drug. Hey, whoa, man. We have a weekend plan for you. We are going to Hawaii, and guess what? Yes, America. I'm talking to every single one of you out there. You can come. Do you know how? Because we're going to bring it to your TV show. Don't worry, you'll still be able to get a tan. You are invited to Hawaii. Alan Hunter and the Fat Boys are going island hopping, and who knows what else could happen. It's called the Wipeout Weekend. See it all.
She was an MTV commentator in the 80s and 90s. Jesus, girl. I'm kidding.
So did you say he has a CDL?
He does. He used to.
Is he a
used to
truck
drive for
driver?
Hunts. I don't remember the name of the company that he drove for, but he does have a CDL.
Was he? So he drove for Hunt's Ketchup, like Hunt's, or is it Hunt's a trucking company? I don't know much.
Who
about
knows?
trucking.
I mean, he's probably driven for every place that would hire him. He's had so many jobs. He can't keep a job.
He was wearing a Direct TV jacket in the last video that I saw of him. Oh, JB Hunt. Okay, is that paper? Isn't that a paper supply? I don't know. Either way, okay, it's a trucking company.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what he's done. Like I said, we've been divorced since 2007. So
How long? Oh, so this was a long time ago that he was a trucker.
yes, he does have a CDL, unless he's lost it.
Unless he's lost it. Okay. Killer B, I reported the phone call to authorities, the one that I had where he told me that Summer was alive and well in Indiana. I did do that. I called the Hawkins County Sheriff's Office and I did hand over the entire call in its entirety. It was never, chopped or anything like that. Let me, Valerie, thank you so much. It passed right by me. I apologize, Tiffany. I know he started a channel before Summer went missing and he did a video around where Don was working. But does anyone know how he was introduced to us? Me, Valerie. Unfortunately, thank you for your super chat. He posted up the video, I posted up the video. Are we missing something in Jonesboro? And Chase posted up a video of the Meadows right after. So directly after that is when he made his video. And yeah, I introduced him to the community. Great.
Tiffany, thank you for having me. And
You're very
please
welcome.
just keep up the investigative work. Maybe this will let him see that, people are going to come forward with what they know about him so he can quit scamming people. And maybe, they will stop giving him money.
Yeah. Well, Rachel, unfortunately, I think that this is probably, a trend for him and maybe he might be a little addicted to it.
Oh, sure.
It probably isn't going to change. I wouldn't imagine anytime soon, unfortunately. I never would have thought that this billboard thing is so off the chain and it's sickening. It's truly sickening. Thank you for coming up and I appreciate you coming up. And I know that some people might frown upon it, but I don't deny links here. She wanted a link. She can have a link. There's no reason why she shouldn't be able to speak on this. She personally knows this person and I think we should be welcoming of Rachel. And, I know that people will be here. There's going to be people who don't like this very much, but
Sure.
it is what it is. This man collected funds for a billboard that was supposed to be up for 2 months, then relocated to a different area and it was never followed through with. The billboard was removed, blamed on me. Saying that I attacked a church when I never did. It's crazy stuff, right? So you just blame this one, blame that one, and then everything falls right into place for them while you take all the heat and you have to deal with the repercussions of something you didn't even do.
No,
And
you're just
meanwhile-
trying to find out the bottom of the story. I mean, you're just trying to find out the truth.
Glitter Queen wants to know if I could ask you if he has ever worked in like construction, drywalling, anything like that, painting, electric.
Not that I know of.
Okay.
But I mean, he could have done a lot of things between now and then. If it's something that he sees he can get monetary gain, I'm sure he'll try anything.
Mm-hmm.
But people just need to do their research. They need to Google him and see. It's public record.
Absolutely. It is public record. And you guys, we're not dealing with just this isn't a YouTube drama. This is this is about Summer. Okay. And I've been saying this since the very beginning of this situation. This is only about Summer. This billboard was supposed to be up still. The electronic billboard was still supposed to be up. Okay. Whether he pushed this stuff onto the other woman or whatever, I don't know, Chrissy, but something is clearly wrong. Now we have Rachel up here who's discussing all of this with us and what her experience when she was married to this man. So clearly she knows a little bit about what's going on. And this has been a pattern for him over the years. So I appreciate it. Emergency Me just sent a super chat. Thank you, hon. And she said, Rachel, thank you so much.
All right. Well, just keep on the search. And if anything, people should be angry with Chase or Brad or whatever he's calling himself, that, you know, if the billboard's not up and he received money for it, then he's hindering the search. He is hindering any type of help that he could provide. So they need to keep that in mind.
Yeah.
You know, he's talking out both sides of his mouth.
Well, now he's got another woman who stepped in and he's not taking funds anymore. I believe many people have called him out. And now we're on, you know, a different track with another person. This woman, I don't know what her intentions are. I don't personally trust her. It feels like she came in to do some cleanup for him. That's just the way I feel about it. I don't like some of the things that have happened, but it's not Chase that's collecting money anymore. We've got a woman who's generously donating from the goodness of her heart to put up billboards all around. So.
But wouldn't you get in touch with the TBI, or wouldn't you get in touch with some credible business to donate money to put up these billboards?
Well, I guess, you know, this woman decided she was going to go half with him. She put in 4,000. Allegedly, he put in 4,000. Now, I don't know if that was from other people's pockets on YouTube or where it came from. I really don't.
He took a
But
lot.
Christy has been the one helping. And now, from what I understand, she's disconnected herself from him, but I don't know if that's true. And I don't trust it. So,
Well, I've always said you can't fix stupid. You can fix a lot of things, but you can't
I
fix
just
it.
think that it was underestimated. I think that people thought that, you know, we were all a bunch of stupid people. It's not really good to run scams in a crime community.
No.
Somebody is going to catch you, right?
Yes. I mean, the truth will stand when the world's on fire.
Yeah.
And, you know, just do good, be good, and try to do the best you can. But don't try to scam people, especially in this situation.
She sounds so real, but when you talk to Chase's son, you get a different picture of her. All right, I found this. She gets off right after that. This is something I recorded, I guess, but it's about Benny and Chase. It's called Dawn Candace Chase. Hold on. Dill Lizzie Chase 423. She's going home or something. We'll just start at Benny. Oh, where are we at here? I'm going to stay about another hour.
So, we've got a problem with Chip, but let me step back because I feel like I'm just getting a little bit ahead of myself. Hoo-ah. And I'm going to do this in a very, very articulate way tonight. So if you guys are here for a whole bunch of drama, there's not going to be a whole bunch of drama. There will be some, though. We've got an issue allegedly with some content, some audio that's been released in regards to our good friend Chase. Now, what's interesting about this audio is you always have to be mindful of who and what you're doing, right? So let me show you this. TM, she's from up there by Connecticut, but with a C, right? Connecticut. She's up there by Connecticut, right? So let me show you really quick what Connecticut laws are in terms in regards to recording someone unknowingly. So you've got Connecticut, two-party state. The unfortunate thing about Connecticut is it falls into this.
So I want to remind you that at this time, Benny and Tiffany didn't get along, and Tiffany was over there with AB. This was before they came together. This is not an attack on anybody. I don't even know what we're listening to. I just picked a video because I had an hour left.
Really strange realm where it's considered both a one-party state and a two-party state. So, first of all, TM has just broke the law to make her point, I guess. Now, I don't know what the two-party stuff is contingent to. All I know that it says one and two-party state, so you could safely assume beyond a reasonable doubt that there are some conversations that would, that would hold up to the two-party the two-party protocol. So I did want to say something to the real Griff. The real Griff, no thanks. He does not smoke marijuana, sir. You do know that there are meth pipes that sound just like bongs. They're called a bubbler. There's no way that you could put that much alcohol with any sort of marijuana and expect to just stay upright and bipedal and consuming fluids, right? So yeah, that's by virtue of a very staunch stimulant virtue. Let's just let that be known now. So let me, can you guys just entertain yourselves for just a moment? Lizzie V, I am ready. Okay, so I'm going to have Lizzie come up too. What we're going to be talking a little bit about here is we're going to be looking at this fucking thing here. So, Mr. Gates, I'm sorry, Mr. Gates. We're going to be dealing with this. So, hold on, guys. You know how I do. Got a special guest. He's going to be here in just a few minutes. Hoo-ah. What, Lizzie B? You better fucking not be. Okay. Yes, positive page. We're going to address that a little bit tonight. But is there an issue with? Okay. Yeah, Lizzie B. Schneevning. 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 Okay, gotcha, positive page. Where you at? Where's my homegirl, positive page? There she is. Okay. Gonna have Chase up here before too long as well. Once we get to a level where, where Chase can come on. So until we get the special guest, what I'd like to do is I'd like to change the rearrangement of this here. And what we're going to do is we're going to start delving into this fucking mess right here, guys. I'll be there, bro. All right. So, guys, I am just shattered by let me go ahead and put in this link in the chat again in case whoever is coming up. Is it still up there? Yeah, it's still up there. Okay. Oh, yeah, Amanda, but I spent a lot of time in change name and turning. Okay. Thank you, Kitty Cat. Absolutely. So what we're seeing right now, guys, I'm going to get to the meat of it here. And so I'm going to stay away from the chat for a minute. Okay. But what I want to say is that we have navigated, you know what? Hold the phone. I got the real Griffin here and I moderated him. Are you kidding me? Yes, Griff, that is exactly why he goes behind the curtain. Like, right? Like, you don't have to go behind the curtain to smoke marijuana in California. It's completely legal. Like, if you're worried about ruining your reputation.
I'm multitasking.
Me too. I got a lot going on. So We're going to start. Oh, look at what we have here. Donnie!
Wait, I gotta get my glasses. What's up?
Oh.
Wait. Candy! Hey, mama! Hey, guys. Good to see you all. Great to see you. So,
Let me fix this so you guys can see it. You get a little tutorial. We're going to lighten it up. All right.
how are you guys doing? Talk to me.
We're hanging in there.
I love you guys. How you guys doing?
We're hanging in there.
Are you?
Love you. Hanging in there.
Happy Sabbath tomorrow, sir.
Without our. Well, I've got a lot of work to do on our.
Yeah,
I'm never
absolutely. So,
Okay, I guess
Candy, I see you.
Turn
I
that
see
down.
you in there, sweetie pie. So, Don,
Yeah.
you sent me a video earlier.
Yeah.
Would you care to explain that? What was your take on that, Don?
The video of the. I've sent you a couple videos.
Yeah, the one about the trust fund for the boys.
Oh, yeah, that third woman in I think in Australia or whatever, with the stipulations that nothing to do with us and all this and that. Just a bunch of hate stuff. Yeah,
Does that seem like bribery in a way?
usual, bunch of hate stuff. Well,
Yeah.
I don't know about bribery.
Yeah.
A lot of hate going on.
It does seem like a lot of hate. I mean, did that feel like the next new low to you? Let me back up real quick, Don. Let me back up. How do you feel, Don, about this merchandising and the issues with the reward? How do you feel about that?
Is we're out of it. You know what I mean? We don't want nothing to do with it because
Right.
Just like Jude collected the 30 pieces of silver on Jesus's life, it's been a horrible feeling for that man.
Boy, can you imagine?
I'm not trying to say anybody's doing wrong or anything. I used to be like that. I ain't gonna lie.
I do, Don. Hey,
Yeah,
I
right.
want to point out something, guys. Look at the mud on Don's wrist right there. See it? Look at the
yeah.
dot of mud in between Don's eyes. Look right between his eyes. You see
Yeah,
that
I
white
didn't get-
spot? Like Don's been at it today, guys. What? Look at it. You see it?
I didn't take a shower yet, buddy. Sorry.
And I mean, and
Sorry.
that's the power of Don. It's a great thing. I'm poking fun at you. It's a great thing because guess what? There's probably going to be some people on tonight, or that have already been on tonight, that don't know the first thing about being a real man and working a real job. They're YouTubers who are.
It's funny. I go live. I start showing this, and Benny goes live about the picnic basket. You guys want to see what Benny's live about?
That's your ball.
He had a good video the other day, and I have to agree with his question.
So, Old Navy is a clothing brand. Correct. Those sizes are very strange. Oh, you.
we're gonna go back to what I was doing.
I mean, I applaud you, brother,
get
for
that.
doing. Yeah. So I
Thank
want to
you.
talk about another situation. I'm sorry, we got a lag. I'm sorry.
Oh, thank you.
Hold on. Here. Come on. Join us. Come over here.
We love you, Candace.
Dale wants to be part.
We're fighting for you.
Sure. Can you tell me about the Can you tell me about the drone stuff, Don?
Yeah, for the past 2 days, people up here flying drones, and I'm like, telling my wife, why in the hell didn't you shoot them? We got all these guns in here. I would have definitely shot them drones out of the sky.
And you know what? That
I guess
shows
there's a law
still
of the air.
the love. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Don.
Yeah, there
That
are some laws in airspace. You're not allowed 20 feet. You can fly at someone's house to a certain. I'm still going to shoot them though. I don't care if I see a drone, if it ain't WJ or whatever or something that's not allowed here, I'm going to shoot them.
You know what, Donnie?
What'd you say, Candy?
But that's me.
You know, let me. Dale, this is my good friend, Dale Terry. She's my good friend.
Hi, lovely.
He comes.
Thank you.
So what they were talking about, my coffee pot's broke. It takes me a little bit. I'm in the room. I'm here. I'm just on the other side of the room when I'm disappeared. We're going to go to my projects real quick because what they were talking about. Here, my water pot. Is this it? No. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to go to... I don't know where it is. I'll show it another time. I have a video. It's Nerdy Addict was there, and Candace and some others were in the yard with shotguns getting ready to shoot out the drones in the sky. But then them and Nerdy Addict became buddies. I'm confused.
So much for being. Thank you so much for being there with them, lovely. It means a lot to me, and I know it does to them too.
When they were at house
in Los Angeles.
Yeah, she's a beautiful
She watched
lady.
our house. And she stayed here by herself.
With all,
all the threats and everything going
and
on.
3 days
this,
with my.
This woman stayed here all by herself.
And God protected
The
us
boss
without
of the
a lock of the door. Okay.
Was that your granddaughter that I talked to?
Yeah. Yeah, McKenna. Her birthday, and she thinks she's going to.
And I haven't forgot. We're going to make that happen.
Send you that shirt, Danny. It's the address you sent me, right? Right.
I'll send it again.
Okay.
I'll send it again.
Send. No, I got it. I will send. I'll keep my word.
You have kept your word.
McKenna does not expect.
Let me ask you guys something really quick. You know what? I'm gonna skip over that. What do you have planned for the Sabbath tomorrow, guys?
Well,
working on the house.
Honestly,
we want to go to church and then work on the house.
Probably.
Well,
absolutely. Hoo-ah. Can I see Candace's beautiful face?
That's my opinion. That's fine.
Hey, Don, turn your phone sideways. Hey!
Yeah. Okay. Like
there
that?
you go.
All right.
Get everybody in here.
Okay.
There you go. Candace, you have a glow this evening, honey. You look happy.
Yes.
And it just warms my
Because
heart.
I come to love her. Right here. I love her every weekend.
She has a glow
Awesome.
about her tonight that is making me very, very smiley. I am happy to see you so
Right on.
smiley,
She
Candace.
gives me a glow. When Dale comes, I go.
She is. I love you guys. I really do. Did you guys know that the gentleman that was doing the droning and whatnot, he's being pursued by the police?
I didn't know him.
Yeah, the police got all his information.
I don't know.
I would say them two were fooling around. That's my opinion. Does Candace swing both ways? We hear she's a very sexual person from Allie. She brings men home from the gas station, strangers. How long did you know Dale Terry for, Candace?
Personally.
Oh yeah, they got him.
You don't know him
I'm
personally?
of him, as a matter of fact.
No.
Yeah, they're
Police do.
yeah, they're on
all
him.
over his
So
ass
that
right
stuff
now.
is going to stop.
Oh
Yeah.
Praise Jesus.
Praise Jesus. You know what? It is just such a delight to see Candace with a smile and a glow, and it's just like, man, my heart is happy. There's a lot of reasons to not be happy tonight, and you guys are
Benny?
just. I love you guys.
Benny,
I know. So aggravated, bro. Ugh.
I do this every weekend for the last 2 months.
I know.
I don't ask them
And I
what
love you for it.
happened. I don't ask them no stories. I just love them for who they are. And the story has never changed.
Yeah, it won't.
Never changed.
Never will.
No one has
It's
come
not.
and spent a night at their house, slept in their house, ate their food. But I do every weekend since September 1st. Okay?
God bless you, honey, and God bless you
First.
for bringing McKenna around there too. You know, because I know it's
They
you know,
love
just you
McKenna
guys.
is crying right now because YouTube has been so ugly and she's scared to death. And she goes, Mom, I get a weekend off, I will go with you. But I can't send her no more. And you know what?
I
Respect
understand.
her. Because Don and
Absolutely.
Candace do. But they miss
Yeah.
us. Kenna has brought so much joy here. And I cannot stand
She has. I know.
these haters.
She's a very loving child. Candace.
She watches you on YouTube and she thinks you're like the crap, okay?
Yeah. A lot of people like you though, then.
Oh, I love little McKenna. So let me ask you, Candace.
She does. She
Has
has
your
no
day by
daddy.
day? I understand. Has
Huh?
your day by day, has it gotten a little bit
It's
easier
day by day.
for you? Day by day. Some days are better than
No.
others, right?
answer that.
Right.
No, I don't know.
No.
Not for me.
Well, day by days are hard.
Reminder, McKenna was the little girl that was on a swing at the Wells house after Summer went missing. This is still year one. She's brought so much joy. She watches Benny every night. The little girl's like 8 years old. She was banned from going to the Wells home. The daughter, there was a fight. She was no longer allowed to go with Dale up on that hill, and Dale quit going up on the hill not long after this. I believe this might have even been her last visit there. I'm curious because I don't know much about these little characters that have been at Dawn and Candace's, but you see they're still picking friends up and playing the same damn games they played with people in their hearts, tugging at people's heartstrings. Every month they're inviting a stranger from that they met on YouTube into their home. Every weekend for a month. That's why your kids go missing.
They're hard.
Yeah.
Every day is
Don.
hard.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Don, you still got hope in your chest, brother?
I got hope. No, I mean, you know, from good people, I have hope, and but I just feel like I might not never see. I'm trying to come to grips with the fact that I'll probably never see my daughter in this lifetime again.
Please don't.
I mean, I hope that's not true. I wish it could be different. I hope and pray. But statistically speaking, and everything, the criminal element. I mean, we have to be real. This is an evil world, and there's a good chance I'll never see my daughter again in this lifetime.
It's all right, sweetie. I understand.
I mean,
I understand. I can't imagine. I can't comprehend. But you guys know it's all right, Candy. It's all right, honey. It is all. I mean, you know what, Don? We know about paradise, right? We know about the paradise that's waiting for us, and we know how great it is. You know what, Don? Stats are bullshit. Okay, Donnie, Candace. Stats are BS. We believe in God, and God is going to he's going to provide a miracle for us and for your daughter. I feel it. I feel it. So you guys just please keep. I'm telling you guys. You know what? I want you guys to go ahead and jump off because I don't want these people to see you guys like this. Is that okay? I want you guys to be able to do this in private and right. So, Candace, honey, I love you. Okay. You know I love you. You have my phone number. You can call me anytime. Don,
thank you.
I love you, brother. I love you guys.
Love
okay?
you too, buddy.
And I'm here.
This is why I like Benny. I like how Benny did that. He didn't want to exploit them at the beginning. I felt genuality from Benny at the beginning of Summer's case. Somewhere for me that changed down the lines. It might be with the lawsuits. I was shocked by them. He doesn't answer the reasons why he was involved in that. I'm confused by that. Cheers. I gotta find my damn lid. Here it is. But I do like that Benny had sympathy for them. And people took Dawn's words as, oh my God, Dawn said this. But in reality, that is reality. Dawn doesn't know if he'll see his daughter again. We see genuine tears here from Candace. These are the kind of things that pull at heartstrings. Why Dale's holding her face like that, I don't know. Let me get that the fuck off of here.
And I'm not going to fail you. And I will never fail you guys, and I will never give up. I gave you that promise in the beginning, and I will not stop you guys.
Love all you.
I will never stop.
Thank you, guys. Love and prayers. Love and prayers.
Love and prayers, Don.
Thank you.
Love, brother.
Okay.
Love, brother.
All right.
Bye, Candy.
Yes.
Bye-bye.
But
Bye-bye.
I'm going to skip ahead till when
all right, guys.
he's on.
So,
Everyone got confused.
do you care to comment on that?
I thought I heard my name.
What do we got here? We have a guest in the house. 423 Chase. How you doing, Bubba?
Hey man, keep getting kicked off.
Hey.
You do?
Phone won't quit ringing.
Hi,
How
Chase.
you doing?
Hey buddy, you all right?
Yeah. How are you, bro? How's your dad,
Yeah.
sir? Your dad back
he's
home now,
home.
Chase?
He's home.
Okay. So, tell me, talk to me, my brother. Talk to me. You got anything bothering you? I know you do. Let's talk about it. Is it okay to talk about it? Let me say that first. If you can't, I can completely agree.
Well, I mean, you know, man, there's, you know, just things you get told down here by officials, and, you know, you just you say things to people. I mean, Benny, I've told you things before, you know, we all do. And, you know, I'm not.
You there? Chase? He's got a low signal.
Yeah.
You there, Chase? I think we lost you. Try leaving and coming right back, man. Okay. Let's give him a couple of minutes to see if he's gonna. Hold on. You there, bub?
Man, I'm in a bad spot. I'm in a
I
bad
got you now.
I'm trying to stay in one position here.
So, do you want to render an opinion on the audio? I've not listened to it, Chase, and that's Real Deal Holyfield. I wanted to get your opinion on it, whether it be privately or publicly. Do you have an opinion on it?
No, I mean, I don't have an opinion on it. I mean, I was recorded saying, you know, what I was told, and you know, they released the recording. I mean, it's just pretty cut and dry, you know.
Yeah. What do you feel about the repercussions that can come from that?
Man, I don't know. I don't know. You know, I'm not no attorney. I'm not a lawyer. I don't know. But
no, I mean,
you know,
as far as like, I know that you had made, you know, we had talked, and it's like, you know, for that to come out like that, it's dangerous, right? I mean, like, it's physically dangerous. Right?
I would think so. Yeah. I mean, I would think so. You know, I wouldn't have done it. I don't know why it was done. I mean, you know, like I say, I can't answer for anybody else. All I can do is answer for myself, you know, and hell, I don't know. I just know that everything that I've done on here has been for that little girl. I've took money out of my pocket time after time after time again. And so have others, you know, others have too. And that don't make me any more important than anybody else, you know.
Where and when? Chase, I didn't see no receipts for any money out of your own pocket. I see money coming in more than what you gave to the billboards that Christy gave. I see money at the vigils. I seen all kinds of places where you all were taking in money.
Oh, but you know, can I clear up one thing real quick? This issue that the stipulations with this stuff, I know you didn't, but you don't have nothing to do with that, do you?
Stipulations on
the fundraiser with 411 and Mystery Angel.
No, I don't have anything to do with stipulation, but I mean, you know, I feel like what they're doing is good to try to help keep the billboards up. But I mean, I don't know about the stipulation. I don't know about that. I mean, you can't really. I don't see. You know, maybe laws are different overseas. I don't know, but I'm gonna have to talk to them about that, because you can't really put no stipulations like that on there.
Well, I mean, especially Chase, where they're like, where the young lady is saying things like, the only way that those boys can get that money is that if they can prove that they're not talking to their parents.
There's no way to do that. There's no way to do not here. And like I say, I have not heard that. But
yeah,
you know, if that's
Or the other part of the stipulation is if they still talk to them while they're alive after Don and Candace pass, respectively, then the boys could get the money then too.
Well, you can't. That's just. I mean, that's impossible. I mean, you can't put that stipulation.
Could that be why it had to go through the courts? Because of this live, the stipulations they talked about publicly?
On there. Look, if I want the boys to get it, if it runs, if they find her before the billboards runs out. And I'm sorry I'm stuttering and going on, Benny, but you know what I've been through tonight.
I know what you've been through, brother. I know what you've been through.
Well, I know this. You on YouTube, you cannot come on here and try to you can't try to help, man. I don't understand that. But that's okay, I'm a big boy, I'll live another day. But here's the thing, you cannot, I agree with them trying to help with the billboard. I do, and I appreciate that more than anything, because I can't keep funding it myself. But
right.
Those you can't put those kind of stipulations on it. So I will have to talk to them about that.
Fun shit.
And guys, I'm trying to get it set up to where I don't have to touch any of the money, that it'll go straight to the advertising company. I don't even want to touch the money. I want it going straight to them, but rest assured, if it came to me, it went straight to the advertising company.
He was collecting money at the vigils. You see it plain as day. The one down at the lake. My grandson's knocking on the door. I'm gonna step away a minute.
Right. Let me ask you a question, Chase. Have we made any ground? We have the wonderful. Did you catch that? They were curious to know if we've made any ground on actually being able to send the money straight to Lamar.
Right now, Benny, I've got it on what's called prepay. Okay.
Okay.
For you to go in there and do it right now, if you went in there to try to do it, it would pull up my personal information and my debit card number.
Okay.
So I've got to try to figure out how to go around that to where it won't pull it up. I've got to speak to him Monday. But all it is a login. It goes straight to that billboard. Okay. You log in, you pay on it. But here's the thing. I'm not sure how they take as payments. I don't know if you could go in. See, right now you got to go in and buy it by the month. And that's $1,500. Well, that's hard for people to come up with, a straight $1,500. And if people can't, we don't need it up there for a year. I'm thinking 2 months at a time is sufficient. That's $3,000. So we need to try to figure out a way to where people can donate into it, but it will not kick in without that $1,500 being met. You see what I'm trying to say?
Absolutely.
And if I'm, I know I'm a hick, but if I'm starting to sound a little smarter than what I usually do, I'm sorry, or a little dumber or whatever, but there's stipulations on how the money comes in there.
Right.
And right now, if you go in, you've pulled up my debit card information,
Right. So, is there any new information in regards to what's happening there on the soil that you want to share? If not, I understand it completely.
Just what was out in that phone call that got released. That's it that I know of. They're not the officials are not searching. They're not bringing in EquiSearch. So why do they call off searches, Benny? You know that, and I know that.
Yep, we do. We know why. Yeah, it's a lot of times it's money.
Yeah. Sometimes it's money, you know, they, you know, they've got money. They've got money. That's my opinion anyway.
Yeah, you know, sometimes you also stop searching, you know, potentially if you already know where something's at.
That bingo. And
Right.
you know, I'm looking you right in the eyes, Benny, when you're saying that, and I know you know, Benny, nobody's stupid, you know. Nope. You know, I just, you know, that a little girl just does not disappear, and you know,
It's odd. Him and Tiffany weren't getting along at the time. I think, was this after Chase told Tiffany about grandma? The problem with that is Benny went really hard on Tiffany for holding that secret and not telling people for weeks later. Wow, man, there's so much to go back on and look at. I didn't even realize I had this.
so I just think a lot of people that were bashing parents and family and this and that gonna be really surprised, you know. I mean,
I agree, my brother. I agree. Let me tell you what. I am fully confident. Chase and I, we talk on the phone multiple times a day. We text multiple times a day. More if we need to, less if it's called for. But I am a great judge of character. I'm here to tell you right now that Chase is not involved in anything, I repeat, anything that is illicit or illegal. Now, anything that Chase has been involved in, Chase has never had a problem coming straight to the forefront and telling you exactly what his participation is. Is that right, Chase?
man, I'll tell anybody anything. I'm an open freaking book. You know that.
Wow.
You know that.
That's it. And he ain't lying. So, you know, I have complete and full confidence. I would send my money to Chase. I would send money to a situation that Chase had going on by himself, of course, by himself, because that's the trustworthiness that I know Chase has.
Benny, let me ask you this real quick, okay? How many people on here that you know of that's needed help? They've explained it to me, and I've helped.
2 so far. 3.
Okay.
3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have I ever said a word about it?
Never.
And I won't.
Nope.
But you know, I'm getting tired of getting beat up. You know, and there's sometimes, you know, when you know, you got to defend yourself sometimes, and I'm sorry, you know, I'm going to damn well defend myself. So
you better, right? Because I'm here with you, and you have my support, Chase. Whatever it is you ever need, you know, we have a community over here of our own, and there's a lot of love here for you and what you've done and what we know you're gonna do. And you know, we're behind you and we support you. There's people in the chat now saying they'll help with the billboard. They'll help with the billboard. So,
well, it ain't just the billboard. I'm going after 2, and if I have to do it again, I'll have 3 up. I'll flood this damn town with billboards if I have to. I mean, this, you know, I'm just, you know, we're making so much progress. The news is on it now. You know, they're doing interviews. They're doing this. They're doing that. Get down. Just get the right people to do their job.
Absolutely. Absolutely. My sister from another Mr. The Beautiful Share, she says, can I ask why Lamar decided not to donate this round? They donated for the first time for summer. Do you have any insight on
that? Was that's just some kind of deal that they do. You know, when a child first goes missing, they do that. Please don't think bad of Lamar. Those are great people. They are. But, you know, they run a business, you know, and a business has to make money. And I understand that. But here's the thing. If you go, you know, go price a billboard and see what we see, you know, see how much they gave us a deal on that.
Yeah, I know a considerable discount, and not only that, but they're willing to work with the community in a prepaid situation, right? Like that's even that's a beautiful thing in itself, because a lot of places are going to be, it doesn't even matter, they're going to be bring it all or don't bring any, so
Exactly. Well, right. Like I said, they set me up on a prepay where we can, as long as I'm keeping it funded, we can keep it locked down. So, and that's that's what I'm trying to do. But I'm not going to sit and buy it for a year. I'm not. I mean, I'm not going to do that.
no, that's there's a point where you end up spending good money over bad, and that those funds could be allocated somewhere else where they could be exponentially more useful. You know what I mean? Like,
well, you that's exactly right. I mean, use it somewhere else. Don't send it. But like I say, if I would love to get one up on Stone Drive, and right now I think I can do that by next week. So,
well, just let us know what progress is,
and that is out of two people's pockets. That is out of one anonymous donor that lives local, and that's from my pocket. So
there you go again, Chase. There you go again, saving the world, brother.
No,
One
I'm not
person at a time, man. No, you
I'm
are
not doing that. But if I can keep pressure on the right people to open their ears and listen, we can get
two people, a local. That wouldn't be Christy Vincent. Let me see how long he's on for. An hour and 11 minutes. Where are we at? All right.
this girl home, and that's the whole thing, guys. It ain't about
Makes sense.
It ain't about a damn reward fund. It ain't about this. It ain't about guys. It's about this little girl getting her home. That's it.
That's it. And
why did you disappear, Chase?
And so far, guys, it's been a slow roll. It's been a grueling task to be a part of, because we have, we've got the likes of a lot of creators here that are so irresponsible with the things that, like I have to wonder, the things that were leaked today concerning, things that Chase knows, how that affects the situation, right? Does that put someone more or less on edge? Like what does that do to the cultured environment there when you start saying stuff like that? Not that not you, but I mean, start publishing stuff like that. And
I was looking for a date. I don't have a date on this. I apologize, guys.
is that you have to ask yourself. I know Chase on his end, clearly the officials know about what Chase knows, but see, there's just no way that Tiffany could know if the or AV know if the police knew what Chase knew. And so what they did essentially was they threw out the baby with the bathwater. You ever heard that terminology? Throwing out the baby with the bathwater?
Yeah, I've heard it, but like I say, I can't answer. All I can do is speak for myself. And now the pressure is on. Now the pressure's on. It's really on.
In a whole different way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. In a way, like a lot of us who are intellects, we knew from the very beginning that a lot of this media that was put out there in regards to, Tom, Dick, or Harry, or Sally, Sue, and Sharon, whatever, that a lot of this stuff, even if it was mildly or moderately accurate, that it was going to start putting they're going to start putting pressure on the wrong things at the wrong times, and it's you know, you could really see the full scope of cases when they end and they've been covered on YouTube incorrectly. You just have a nightmare, and it's all the people that are involved in any facet, right? Like me, with the unbelievable amount of CPS cases. You know, Brad, he was, I'm going to call you Brad, dude. Like, that's what they called you.
That's my name. That's my name, Brad. Go ahead.
We had a new CPS case called the other day, but I think it was because I went to the hospital and complained about my kids. But when they came, they showed my kids 4 pages back and forth, type printed out on paper, small print, calls to my home through CPS from people in the YouTube world. 4 pages. Let me see. This has stuff on it, but this is about as big as a page, right? Imagine this. Back and forth. 4 of them. Small print, computer print, like the text here, of calls to my home. Benny's not lying.
Fuck, man. Like, I haven't called Chase in a long time other than here, like Brad, right? So, okay. So we're past all that part. But let me tell you what about that whole scenario that was so toxic for Chase was that Chase is somebody in real life. Chase is doing a lot in that community in real life. And what happened was that someone that was going to be helped wasn't helped exactly the way and on time that they wanted to be helped. And so in the name of Walmart, they doxed a man who's doing great things. And to me, that is just the most incredulous, disgusting thing.
Well, you know, it happened. Like I said, man, I've never hid anything from anybody. So, you know, who I am is who I am. You know, I don't care. I don't have nothing to hide. So,
and that's the thing. Let me tell you this. If you've got a question for Chase, don't go to your neighborhood YouTuber that's not Chase and ask, because they don't know. And let me tell you this. I'm here to certify there's
Much like Fred, I went directly to Chase and a woman answered for him. Was it you, Trixie? Was it you, Lizzie? Whoever it was an 814 phone number. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This area or surrounding it. The beginning of my life, I showed you my connection to the We Can Bring You Hope people. I explained it in detail. If you're just getting here, go listen. I've been explaining it. There's a lot of them.
too important or not important enough to be able to ask that man a question and be able to get an answer. He's going to answer whoever you are if you've got a question.
Well, that's the only way to be, man. I mean, that's the way I see it. And, you know, look, guys, I've got a personal life, and, you know, I'm like you know, I've been so into this for so long, you know. What I want to do is I want to set.
He's about to come down, but Lizzie comes back up after he comes down. Here's something I noticed. Lizzie goes down when Chase comes up. Chase comes up, Chase goes down, Lizzie comes back up. We're going to listen to the end of this, then I'm going to end my live, and I'll be back tonight to go over the rest of what I was going over with Benny the other day. I have it cut where we left off.
Back for a little while, and I want to see what all these other creators do. I want to see what they do for summer. You know, I want to sit back and watch and see what they do.
Yeah.
And
I want to ask you two questions, Chase, before I let you go, bro, because I know you're a busy man, and I thank you for being so very transparent, my friend. Like that's one thing that I really admire about you and I love about you as a Christian and as, my brother, right? Like, let me tell you how many times Brad has tried to help me in any way he can, right? And he doesn't have to do it on here in order for everyone to see so he can be validated. I can validate Brad by saying Brad has tried to help me many times, right? And I don't take, it's just that. So I want to ask you two questions, Brad. What has been the highest moment for you during this whole situation?
When I saw that billboard go up.
Wow.
To me, this feels like Benny's catfishing him, but we got to keep in mind that Benny went out to dinner with him and hung out with him. I don't hate Benny for this. It's odd to me, though.
When I saw that billboard light up, I thought, and then the second highest is when I got up that morning and there was text messages from WJHL wanting to do an interview because I knew we opened somebody's eyes at that point.
What's your lowest point in this whole thing? And just pick one. Just pick one.
The lowest point. I'll tell you, the lowest point, even after all this shit right here that's going on, the lowest point was one day, Benny, we were out and, we were looking and, all of us thought, we've got it. And then, we didn't have it. And you know what the it is.
Yeah.
We thought, this right here, this right here ain't a low point. The lowest point is coming home every night and that little girl not being home. That's the low point. This shit right here, releasing tapes, releasing recordings, doxing me, that ain't no low point. I could give a crap less about that. The low point is after all this, that little girl still ain't home. That's the lowest point.
Let me ask you another question, Chase. If you could change anything and just one thing, if you could change one thing about all of this, and I don't mean bringing her home or that she wasn't taken in the first place, with the same set of messy circumstances that we have right now, tell me what you would have done different in your own situation. Is there anything you would have done different?
I don't think, Benny, I know I've gave it 100%.
Yes, you have.
There ain't a damn thing I would have done different.
That's what I wanted to hear, my brother.
Nothing.
That's what I wanted to hear.
There's nothing I would have done different.
Then you did it all the right way, my friend. And for that, I'm proud to call you my friend, Chase. I am.
I appreciate, I feel like you have me in your back pocket. I feel like I have you in my back pocket. If we need each other, we can call each other.
Anytime, brother, all the time.
I feel like I have a lot of people here in my back pocket, and I'm in a lot of people's back pockets, but there's not one thing that I would have done any different. I mean, I have tried my ass off, but it's always not going to be good enough to some people, and that's fine. I understand it, but if they can do better, come on down here.
Yeah. I've got one question that
up in jail.
Mine, the real Griff. He says, what is happening with the audio that is in question? And can you elaborate?
People know, people know the truth, and they need to act on it. That's about all I can say.
Okay.
And you know who I've been on the phone with for the last hour, Benny. So
I do.
So this is after Tiffany brought the audio out. So this was a good live to listen to. They redacted it. They took it back. But people know. Did you go to the feds with that? I want to know why you were involved with the vigils with the PIs, Chase and TT. What's your relationship with TT?
Yep. Absolutely, my brother. Hey, Chase, I know you got to get back to it, bro. I love you for coming over here and doing what you did. I love you for what you've been doing, and I love you for what I know you're about to do.
all right, man. I appreciate it. But listen, guys, she's going to come home. And I don't have to be on YouTube to help do that. But she's coming home.
She's coming home. That's the new hashtag now, guys. And thank you to Chase. That's Chase's. That is we're gonna develop that for Chase, right? That's the new hashtag. She's coming home. Hoo-ah.
Just
all
wait.
right, Chase. Well, I'm gonna let
Just
you get
wait.
back to it, brother. Please take care of yourself. Tell your dad keep kicking. If you need anything, brother, I'm here for you. You know that.
I know. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. And listen, guys, there ain't no good or bad side. It's just she's coming home. That's what everybody
She's
needs
coming
to think.
home.
She's coming home. Oh,
That's it.
I love all of you.
Love you, my brother.
So there you have it. How the fuck did that happen? Well, T-Talk, they were friends after this for a while. They went out to dinner. Chase was hanging out up on the hill with Dawn. I feel like this was something set up by Tim. I don't know, but these are the questions I have for Benny. I was confused by this then. I still don't know how the switch came. It was odd, isn't it? All right, guys, I'm going to come back tonight and go over the rest of Benny's live from the other day with Tim Mullen that we didn't finish listening to. I want to get off because I'm going to go listen to it before you. So if I need to pull anything up, I already have it ready. So peace and love. Hope you enjoyed. Give it a like. And I'll see you in a few hours. Bye.